The sun comes up and the sun goes down. Hands on the clock, they just keep going around. I just get up and it's time to lay down. Life gets tedious, don't it?
Well, hello there, Ned. A lot of water has passed under the bridge since we first met back in 1961. Who would have believed back then that Bill Owens would be here today to wish you a happy 80th birthday? Now, with a little help from Chris and Judith, let's look back at some of the memorable moments from your 80 years. From Pam and myself, happy 80th birthday, Ned. Now, over to Rick Wade.
In early 1936, Luna Park opened in Sydney. The only way that Queensland could compete was with the birth of Noel Kelly. Noel Raymond Kelly was born to Agnes Dorothy and Michael Patrick Kelly on the 22nd of January 1936 at Ipswich Hospital. Noel and brother Des started their schooling at St Mary's Convent. They could either walk to school or ride the horse from Goodna. Then again, staying at home was fun. Would you believe that this is Celia Hadaway from Maruka? But I'm sure you know her better as Chris Kelly.
Girls, well, they made them up in Hollywood, put them into the movies, those lovely photographic splendors, in and out of magazines, Miss World and beauty queens, falling in love with the real big spender.
Noel and Chris tied the knots in 1956.
In their own way.
What about Noel Kelly, Ned Kelly?
Well, hey, I got no Kelly for West at the Malpass Hotel at Home Hill in Queensland. He was coaching Bert the Birding, and that's there. I'm doing the show there, you see. I signed him up on a coaster in the pub. We both had a few beers.
There's a lot of Magpie supporters glad you did.
Oh, he knows it too. Yeah.
He came from sunny Queensland back in 1961. A happy, smiling newlywed, his baggage weighed a ton. When Beaver said, the house is sold, I booked a hotel room. Before you could say, home and away, Kelly lowered the boom.
Coming from Queensland, relocating, coming down to Sydney, 1961.
Yes.
What was that, pretty daunting?
It was pretty daunting. We were met by Bill Beaver, and Bill and Little Beaver were such a help to us.
It took a while to get things happening, didn't it?
Well, you know, we were promised probably a house to go to, and we got down here and there was no house to go to, so we ended up at the Narrabeen Hotel.
But West must have had something about it if you stuck it out from that tough beginning.
Yes, you know, I think the comradeship amongst the players are probably on a par with any other club in Sydney.
In 1961, Pratton Park was the hub of Western Suburbs activities if they weren't playing the match of the day at the SCG or consecutive grand finals against St George. After the excitement of the grand final years, Noel Kelly kept the camaraderie and the spirit of the Magpies going as captain coach through until 1969.
From Western Suburbs today, if we win or we lose, we will have a good blues. Yippee-yi-yi-yi. If we win or we lose, we will have a
It's the butcher boy, and oh, he's got a bundle in his hand. Tell me why he winks his eye whenever he goes by my window. Oh, mama, go get the man for me. Oh, mama, how happy I will be. Tra-la-la, the cheery-beery-bee. Oh, if we're gonna marry, it's the butcher boy for me. Oh, if we're gonna marry, it's the butcher boy for me.
We all know that Ned played more than a little bit of football. 3 Kangaroo tours in 1959, 63 and 67. Long tours, and he was the first forward to do so. He was in the World Cup side of 1960. He made the Australian team of the century as hooker, and similarly for Queensland's team of the century. But one of the standouts above all that was he definitely knew his way to the dressing room.
Dennis Monteith, Peter Gallagher behind, Graham Langland, who's doing all this malarkey. Half of them don't know what it's all about, but it looks very good, and Ned Kelly, who's done it up.
Willie, Willa, Tuber, Tingle, nah. And of course we started off and I started singing, who's the leader of the club that's made for you and me? And no one knew the difference.
The answer to tonight's trivia question is that Noel actually coached more games at North Sydney, 88, than he did at Western Suburbs, 85.
Well, answer the question that Alan asked.
That's not violent, but it looks violent.
Answer the question that Alan asked.
Well, do you think there's more spite and violence in the game now?
Well, I think this. I think that, yeah, in different ways. I've always advocated a punch in the nose never hurt anyone. But I'll tell you what...
Didn't do any good.
This elbow, what about yourself? Ugly. Anyway, with this elbow bit, you know, I know what I'd sooner have, a punch in the nose or an elbow on the jaw,
Yeah.
like, and with a wire and all that sort of stuff later on.
Exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you and love. Life's sweetest reward. Let it flow. It floats back to you. Love boat. Soon we'll be making another run. The love boat promises something for everyone.
Peter's or Ray Hadley.
One of those photos, that's a single photo.
Yeah, we will actually. Yeah.
Star Billy.
When Moses was a little child, he floated down the river Nile, and Pharaoh's daughter, she found him there, all playing with his teddy bear.
20 years ago since Ned arrived down here, we've played a lot of rugby league and drank a lot of beer. Our club has had its ups and downs, we're mates I do assume, so never miss out if it's your shout or Ned will lower the boom.
Oh, the Kelly, oh, the Kelly, if ever they got the Irish up, Kelly load the boom, 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 boom.
Ah, it was a sight to behold when Kelly lowered the boom.
Very good. That's it. You're off the hook now, mate. Give me my money and I'll go home.
Happy birthday, your special day to you. Yes, to